Copenhagen is now a well-known and recognized culinary hub. It's an international city that brings together the best of many cuisines.
So, it didn't come as a surprise when we found one of the best ramen bowls of our lives right here.
So my name is Philipp, I'm the founder of Slurp. I'm originally from Austria, but I've been living here in Denmark for 10 years.
We met Philipp, the founder of Slurp, who told us how he fell in love with Japanese cuisine after tasting it for the first time and wanted to learn more.
And so I started tasting these things and was like, wow, this is incredible. I want more of that. And so I moved to Japan, lived there for about a year, and really fell in love with the food culture and with their approach to hospitality.
But how did it go from Austria to Japan and then to Denmark?
I originally came to Denmark for Neoma. That was about 10 years ago, and then I moved to Tokyo to work there at the ramen shop and like different other restaurants. Upon arrival back in Copenhagen, I realized there's no good ramen shops around, and so I thought, well, I mean, if there's no good ramen, I have to do it myself.
So, what makes this ramen special? What are its defining characteristics? How does it manage to be so delicious?
So we focus on light Shio, Shoyu broths, clear broths. You might have had like the rich tonkotsu pork broths that you would expect from Denmark, a country that is really based on pork. But I always enjoyed more lighter, more elegant ramen, which again is Shio Shoyu, and we try to experiment. But so the overall style of Slurp is probably somewhere light, influenced by Nordic flavors, but truly super powered with Japanese techniques and base notes. And then, as we have now an incredible Italian head chef, also with some Italian twists and finesse.
Mi chiamo Claudio, sono head chef di Slurp Ramen Joint a Copenhagen.
At Slurp, the broth is everything. It's a very clear broth, cooked at a low temperature for a long time so that it stays light and allows all the ingredients to retain their distinct flavors.
Claudio welcomed us into his kitchen, and we were immediately drawn to the enormous pots simmering with the key ingredients of Slurp's ramen, the broth.
There are several types of broth, but the most commonly used one is chicken broth, which is cooked for around 14 hours.
Il prodotto più famoso che usiamo è quello di pollo, dove viene cotto parecchie ore, all'incirca sulle 14 totale, da quando lo facciamo partire a quando lo filtriamo. Lo cuociamo praticamente tutta notte e lo condiamo con i vegetali al mattino, così prende l'infusione dei sapori delle verdure, c'è zenzero, aglio, cipolla e cipollotto, e dà un sapore più fresco e aromatico.
Danish influences can also be found, especially in the fish broth, which includes a local ingredient, smoked mackerel.
Il pesce, ad esempio, prendiamo soprattutto cozze, vongole e cannolicchi con un tocco danese, che è lo sgombro affumicato, molto tipico di questo paese, che viene affumicato qua in città ed è molto molto buono e dà quel tocco, quel twist che è inusuale trovare, diciamo, in un brodo di pesce.
How do we know when a broth is just right? We taste it, of course. Every morning the team gathers to test the broths. As Claudio explained, following the same steps isn't enough. The flavor can change depending on the weather or even the temperature inside the kitchen.
We've talked about the broth, but ramen isn't ramen without noodles. So, what makes the perfect noodle?
I noodles che facciamo ovviamente abbiamo una macchina che fa i noodles, abbiamo una nostra ricetta, sono principalmente acqua e farina.
There are two types of noodles, regular and egg noodles, which differ in thickness and the addition of eggs.
Aggiungiamo anche del kansui, che è l'equivalente del nostro bicarbonato, che rende elastico l'impasto e non lo fa scuocere. Quindi il fatto che questi nostri noodles rimangano in brodo per più tempo fa sì che non scuoce e rimanga al dente.
These ramen balls originate in Japan, but they evolved by absorbing influences from their surroundings and the people making them. Claudio, for example, brings an Italian touch by using unexpected ingredients, like anduja.
We had him walk us through the two most classic ramen types, Shio ramen and Shoyu ramen. Thanks to his previous explanation, we were finally starting to understand. Let's start with the broth. Shoyu ramen is soy-based, resulting in a darker chicken broth. Shio ramen, on the other hand, combines both chicken and fish broths.
Both feature chashu, ramen pork made from pork collar, and marinated egg. The key difference lies in the toppings.
Abbiamo una mushroom puree che facciamo sempre noi, di champignon, che è cotta lentamente con un po' di cipolla e frullata con burro, che dà una consistenza molto, diciamo, morbida. E poi i topping sono molto freschi, sono tutti di verdure, abbiamo taccole semplicemente sbollentate e tagliate, con l'aggiunta di garden sorrel, che è l'acetosella per noi, che dà quel tocco acido che aiuta a continuare l'acidità che ha nello shoyu. Mentre lo shio ha verdure un po' più fresche, quali il daikon e questo mix di rucola e cresse, basilico, tagliato tutte le mattine in modo che sia fresco, molto verde e molto rinfrescante.
Okay, it's time to eat them and put ourselves in Claudio's hands.
Per me significa questo, dare buon cibo e far sì che la gente sia contenta di quello che mangi e non sia solo cibo, ovviamente, sia tutto insieme l'esperienza che in questo caso Slurp ti prova a dare, ovviamente.
Before wrapping up, there is one more thing we want to share. Something we felt after dining at Slurp and being welcomed into their space. Philipp wants Slurp to be a truly inclusive place where everyone feels at home. We've heard similar sentiment before, but we know it's not always the reality.
However, Slurp is one of those places I'd recommend to anyone, because anyone will feel comfortable here, whether it's for the food, the atmosphere, or the people.
So I think what makes any restaurant great is if they truly speak the language of their very community. And I think Slurp Ramen Joint really has that, where we try to be a place for the community where it can belong and where it can hang out. And so therefore, in many ways, I think Slurp Ramen Joint very much reflects the city of Copenhagen and this very neighborhood that we're in.
When we visited, the Slurp was expanding, and at that very moment they were working on opening their second location.
And we were thinking, instead of raising funds from some finance people, we'd rather ask the very people we serve in our community to help us fund this second location. So Tips is all about a crowdfunding campaign to open up our second restaurant, all along while already including our community from the beginning, to make it part of the journey. Yes.
Now the second location is opened, and we can't wait to return for another incredible experience.